Oh, here we go. Here we go. I thought I was making our live service on the New Age Covenant Church. I guess it uploaded to BS's and Real Talk. I will be doing the service at 10:30 on Facebook. But what I went over was the spiritual mixture. Are you waking up in the morning feeling complete? Are you going to bed at the end of the night with peace? And what allows that to, and when I look around and I talk to people, I see the answer is no most of the time. And if you are doing it and you are going to bed with that peace and waking up with confidence and feeling complete, how do you keep that? How do you not allow the outer chaos to hinder your inner journey, your walk with Christ, your flow in this world, in this life? So it was the spiritual mixture of four I was talking about through the meditation, having that set time, meditation and prayer, and then really asking God His plan for you. Asking yourself who you are, where you're going, what you want in life, and then visualizing it and really seeing it and feeling how it will be when you accomplish that. So when you come up against those hurdles, you just leap right over them. You don't stumble over them. You're like a gazelle just hopping over them. God, when you can tap into His power, it is beautiful. So that spiritual mixture, it just does not by no means you hop down on the floor and hop right back up and ask God for this and it happens. You have a mixture of things. It's like whipping up a cake. It takes many things to get this end result. So I am speeding it up because I'm going to go live on another channel, but the Spirit of Truth. I went over John chapter 16, verse 13. Come on with it. Let's do this. John chapter 13, verse 6. When the Spirit of truth comes, He will guide you into all truth. He will not speak out of His own, but will tell you what He has heard. He will tell you about the future. He will bring me glory by telling you whatever He receives from me. When you start telling the truth to one another, you start not fluffing up your ego. You start calling to God, the Spirit of truth will start to work in you, through you, and it will change the way you walk, the way you talk, your behavior, and people won't even recognize you. It might change you so much. What did God do with my husband? What did God do with my best friend? What is going on? But have faith for His plans. We were talking about it right here. Let's see. Jeremiah. I have it right here. I'll just read it off. This one. Where did I put that one? Oh, it was in my hand here. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. God has the best interest in your life. He will allow the people to be in your life that need to be there when you are calling on Him. But you have to call on Him. People are not doing this spiritual mixture, they're not finding their prayer and meditation, they're not telling the spirit of truth, then they're passing judgment on one another. You cannot allow, because one cannot judge another before he gets the sawdust out of his eye. And it's in Romans chapter 14, verse 13. Therefore, let us not pass judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put any stumbling block or obstacle in the way of your brother or sister. We cannot, for the person without sin may cast the first stone, and nobody cast it. So the judgment, then it was writing it down so you could go back and check it off. And when you're writing these down, your emotions, your subconscious, things are coming out that you have not verbally talked about, or even maybe even thought about, and ideas and places and things, and free write. And you will see, that just happened. That emotion, I didn't even realize that was making me feel that way and hurt like that and want to and get angry and cry or whatever emotion that comes up. And then you can work through it and ask God to give you guidance through it and peace of mind and forgiveness, and be there with you as you work through your journey with your God on your spiritual journey, to make it where when you wake up in the morning, you're complete. And when you go to sleep at the end of the night, you have a peace of mind. Psalms 37, I'm pretty sure I did it earlier. Chapter 4, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you your heart's desires. When you're doing all this and you're writing it down and you're meditating, you're seeing the future that God has for you, and you're feeling it, and you're telling the truth, and you're flowing, and you're not judging, boy, woo, I'm telling you, you're living free. You're living a Christ-like life. Let's do this together. Let's rise up. Let's stay consistent with it. And that was part of what's I need to talk more about, is staying consistent through the situations that you have allowed to snowball around you by allowing yourself to be on a lower frequency vibration and allowing your situation to control you and you not to control the situation. We will take this journey together. We will eliminate the habits and thought process that has been making us angry, resentful, negative, ill, depressed. And I know how I'm going to have to do this, and it's through multiple videos, repeating myself, but I'm going to have a spiritual retreat where I work one-on-one with individuals, because nobody's going, hey, stop. Listen to what you're saying, like checking one another. And then it takes consistency, because you don't want to be that guy that goes, that's wrong. Why are you saying that? Why are you talking about that person like that? Why are you doing that? Why are you, like, what are you saying? Like, that didn't make sense. Come on, like, that's a cop-out or this or that. And you're just truly being honest with them. And they don't, it takes time and consistency. So, and staying in the Word and bringing the offering and prayer and having those ceremonial rituals. So these retreats, I want people to stop wanting to kill themselves. I want them to be happy. The idea is to not have to lose everything and be on your hands and knees and see how people treat you with nothing from the bottom to the top. And hopefully you don't have to go. We want to incorporate it without you having to go through the hardships that for some reason it seems like so many have to go through to tap into it. I want to eliminate that and allow you to incorporate it so you don't fall out of rhythm in this industrial industry, because you do need money to survive. It's unfortunate they did not teach us how to be self-sufficient, because if you're self-sufficient, you no longer need their ass. Because when you do good, you want to get back to the community. When you make money off the community, you want to help them. Unless you're Scrooge. But even he learned. So I love y'all. I'm going to go over to the 1030 Facebook, New Age Covenant Church, Austin Watson. Have a great day. May the Spirit be with you. Stay consistent. Keep that shield, energy shield up, spiritual shield, that armor of God on. Let's do this. Let's ride together, brothers and sisters in Christ. May the Spirit be with you. Love y'all. Have a blessed day. And